Hello and welcome to SegaSonic Radio. Welcome to everyone listening tonight. We're just going to jump right into some music to start out with.
Side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle when you use your mind. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Hello and welcome to this week's SegaSonic Radio. I hope you're excited tonight, as hey, we got some new toys to play with. We'll say, spent a bit of time on the layout design, trying some new things. You know, just trying to figure things out. Things like more colors or backgrounds, or you know, the kind of garbage that I do during this stream. The fun stuff that isn't necessarily the music. I've got about an hour and a half of show for you tonight, and we're gonna kick things off after some Sonic Boom Crush 40 vs. Cash Cash remix, available on the Sonic CD anniversary soundtrack. We're gonna jump over to another anniversary in Sonic Generations, and we're going to go to Crisis City Act 1, and follow that up with Sonic Unleashed Windmill Isle Night. See you on the other side. And we are back. Hey everyone. Hope you've been having a good week. Hope you've been having a good Thanksgiving if you are living over here in the U.S. And if you're not living in the U.S., hope you're just having a good Thursday. Good, I don't know, Capitalism Day, we'll call it. I haven't been doing much shopping myself. I made one major purchase for myself this Black Friday, and it was just a cheap used copy of Monster Hunter Rise for Switch. So, looking forward to checking that out, specifically because, hey, if you need the reminder, it has some Sonic crossover content now. Gives you a couple new missions, and ones that seem to occur in character for Sonic and Tails, and you get to unlock little costumes for your Palamute and Palico. Should be fun. What else should be fun is this set of Knuckles Chaotix music. I went with a little trilogy here of music from 32X Classic, if any 32X game could be called a classic. Let's go ahead and listen to Have a Happy Day, the menu theme, followed by Speed of Sound from Speed Slider Zone, and Soda Pop, the boss of Marina Madness Zone. I'll see you guys on the other side. Hey all, we are back from that trilogy of Knuckles Chaotix music. I never really got on with Knuckles Chaotix for one reason or another. I actually do have the game itself and a 32X4 to play it, but for whatever reason, it didn't click with me. The funny thing is, I think that some of the characters that are in it and the way that they control and the interesting things they decide to do with it are some of the most interesting 2D characters that the series have kind of developed in terms of like, hey, what can these characters do? Particularly SBO, who just has the ability to walk on walls if you can get onto one. I think it's pretty neat. I think the ring mechanic itself is also quite interesting. I just kind of draw the line at, like, level design doesn't do it for me. And it's weird. It always looked really kind of garish. I didn't really appreciate some of its music until somewhat recently, because I think it tends to sound a little bit weird. Something about the instrumentation about it doesn't translate particularly well to certain captures of it, we'll say. But whenever you can hear it nice and crisp in the actual Genesis/32X instrumentation, that's whenever it actually tends to pop. Speaking of popping, we're going to pop over to Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure. I've got double songs over there, the boss theme of Sonic vs. Blaze Villanova, and then Machine Labyrinth from Sonic Rush Adventure. See you guys on the other side. And hey! That was Villanova, the theme of Sonic vs. Blaze, Sonic Rush, and Machine Labyrinth. The theme of Machine Labyrinth from Sonic Rush Adventure. It's kind of direct there. Direct comparison, point A to point B. That not a lot of Sonic games necessarily have the same song name versus level name. I need some sort of sting or soundboard or something right now to just sort of like, hey, tell you some sort of just some sort of introduction to our remix of the week. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I'll come up with something probably in the next month or so. We've got a remix this week from Overclocked Remix, the place for remixes. If you want remixes and want to present them in a public manner and want people to use them as long as you give credit, OC Remix is the place to go. ocremix.org. I've got one from Jive Master. A remix from Sonic CD, specifically from the album Sonic CD Temporal Duality. We've got Quadrant of Rock. If you want to check out this and many other remixes, just head over to ocremix.org. They've got albums, they've got songs, they've got so much more. Actually, they primarily got those two things. Those are the things that they specialize in, albums and songs. But you can find more Sonic CD remixes and other Sonic remixes over there. So, here is Quadrant of Rock. Some broken album art. And that was Quadrant of Rock by Jive Master. Again, check it out over at ocremix.org. Coming up next, we've got a handful of Shadow-themed songs. Picked them out because, you know, there's, you know how Dredd is. He's over there continuing to make different themes for Sonic Stadium forums, Sonic Stadium message boards, and it looked like today Shadow was given a bit of attention that, you know, if you want themes for that message board, go grab a Shadow theme, I suppose. Somebody likes Shadow. I am certain. I am inclined to believe that he is a popular character. I have not done the research, the proper investigative work on confirming this, but I am led to believe that is the case. And so we are going to capitalize that by playing some Shadow-themed music. We're going to start off over at Sonic Adventure 2, Soarin' Over Space. The theme of Cosmic Wall. Man, I don't care for that level, but the music's alright. Music's alright. You know what? Shadow's version of that level is still way better than Sonic's version of that level. The one where you have grinding rails, and you must land on those grinding rails, and you must stay on the grinding rails. But there's all these other grinding rails, but it would love for you to jump on. And we're going to follow that up with a song from Shadow the Hedgehog, the game. And we're going to go with The Ark. The theme of the Ark. That's what it is. I'll see you guys on the other side. That was Soaring Over Space and the Ark, the former being from Sonic Adventure 2, the latter being from Shadow the Hedgehog. We are going to hit up one more song before we head over to the news, and it is a Sega Saturn song. I hope you like some of that there, Richard Jakes. Performances by Debbie Morris, because we've got the end theme of Sonic 3D Blast from the Sega Saturn. You're my hero. Not you specifically. Well, maybe you specifically. I don't know everyone who's listening right now. Maybe you are my hero. Would you like to be my hero? Register at BeMyHero.extension. I don't want to give out an actual extension because that might go to a place, and I don't want to be held responsible. So here is You're My Hero, the end theme of Sonic 3D Blast. See you on the other side with some news.
I was trapped inside for so very long. How could things turn out so wrong? You came along to save the day. I knew that it would be okay. My knight in shining armor came. My life would never be the same. 'Cause you're my hero. You came to rescue me. Now you set me free. There's so much that I wanna make you see. You're my hero. Don't ever let me go. I just want you to know there's so much inside and I wanna And now I owe so much to you. Is there anything that I can do? I want to show you that I care. When you need me, I'll be there. I hope that you don't go away. I always wish that you would stay. 'Cause you're my hero. You came to rescue me. Now you set me free. There's so much that I wanna make you see. You're my hero. Don't ever let me go. I just want you to know there's so much inside and I wanna let it show. 'Cause you're my hero. You came to rescue me. Now you set me free. There's so much that I wanna make you see.
Hey, and welcome back. That was You're My Hero, the end theme of Sonic 3D Blast for the Saturn. So yeah, another place where I need a little news sting there. Whenever I'm not checking the Discords for the Stadium. Speaking of which, if you haven't taken a sec to look at the very top of our layout, go ahead and do so, because aside from visiting over at sonicstadium.org, which I hope you already do, you can follow us on Twitter for updates on news stories and general nonsense, and Dreadnux retweeting his own tweets from his other account that are vaguely Sonic related. Sure. But most significantly, we have a Discord invite link URL. It's not really a link, it's just the URL up there that, hey, if you head over to that URL, you can join us over on our Discord and discuss Sonic things with other Sonic people. Of course, if you're not a fan of that, you can still head over to Sonic Stadium's message boards and chat with people not in real time. I mostly do the Discord because, hey, I'm on there all the time, and I keep track of it, and I guess I moderate it, heavy air quotes, probably. I remind people of the rules on occasion, and what news tips are and are not. But we do have some news this week. We have some cool news. We've got some upgrades to the Xbox Series X, Series S ports. Well, not ports, but like emulation, ability to play Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Generations, All-Stars Racing Transformed. If you own any of those games on Xbox platforms, there is now an FPS boost. One of the biggest prominent criticisms of some of these games on their original systems was that they didn't necessarily always hit, if ever hit, 60 frames a second. Especially Sonic Unleashed, I believe, was pretty egregious of this. So if you have a much more powerful Xbox, go check them out. Probably worth checking out again. Monster Hunter collaboration is live. You can go check those out if you own Monster Hunter Rise. You can get Sonic costumes for your Palico and Palamute, and complete some Sonic-related events. Speaking of Sonic costumes, there's going to be a Sonic-style outfit. If enough people register with the upcoming Hatsune Miku mobile game, which I have to click on the news story to actually remember the name of the game, because that's where I'm at in my life right now. If you are going to go play Colorful Stage for Android and iOS, go ahead and pre-register now so that you can hopefully get the Sonic-style costume whenever it comes out, as well as some, like, I guess, in-game currency. It's kind of funny. I was never a fan. I was very much anti-Vocaloid for a rather significant amount of time in my life. I can't say at any point I've really enjoyed the music, and then as I was sort of rebuilding the layout to the show here, I encountered this, looking for, like, well, what's a really stupid GIF I could get? What are like strange and odd GIFs that I might be able to find, and just searching through YouTube videos, and it's like, okay, I remember there was the Sonic outfit for Hatsune Miku in at least one of those games. What if I just search YouTube for Hatsune Miku Sonic costume or something like that? And the first one to come up was this video of her in a recent Switch game. And this is a game that came out in the year 2000, and it's just like, here she is in the Sonic outfit, and the first dance move she's just gonna dab for like 30 seconds in the year 2020. And I was like, you know what? My heart melted that year. It's like, maybe there's something to this. Maybe this is okay. Maybe this is okay, and I'm the one who was wrong the whole time. So now it's eternally part of the layout in my back end here. Here's some music stuff that I still don't quite understand, but I am told it is of some amount of significance. I'm going to mispronounce his last name, but I believe it's Steve Okai, who my understanding is he's an American DJ, and he is doing some sort of Sonic music experience performance on November 30th at 12 p.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern. You can check it out on the official Sonic YouTube and the official Sonic Twitch. And there's a preview video up on it right now. The only thing I could look at and say is like, okay, he seems this is electronic. I don't know if I would just listen to this without it being the backing track to something, but there sure are a lot of people in this concert venue who are very excited to see these flashing lights and this man jumping around. And in the preview video, it shows him jumping around in front of a green screen, which I'm sure someone feels is very exciting. What was less exciting to me is the fact that he referred to as like it's part of the metaverse, which is a meaningless buzzword, and I don't know what he's talking about. It's not the metaverse if you're just recording a green screen video that you're going to stream to Twitch. I can't think of anybody who is using the term metaverse to refer to that unless it's, I don't know, Epic trying to get lots of money from their investors. It's very strange to me. I don't understand any of it, but this is also, my understanding is there is some amount of controversy surrounding him because of his support of the concept of NFTs. So I don't know. Sega made a deal to make NFTs. Like, if I have to deal with Sega doing it, I guess I'm dealing with this other person doing it. Again, November 30th. November 30th, if you're interested. The development of Sonic Prime continues, which we sort of know. WildBrain is looking to hire a lead CGFX person and a CGFX artist and a previs artist. And hey, if you are any of those things, you can head over to Sonic Stadium, and we've got a link there in order to go to the application to join in. But basically, it's interesting because we know that this series is going to be next year. We don't really quite know when it will be next year. But generally speaking, animation in any format, 3D or otherwise, tends to take quite a while to actually produce. And it's a little bit surprising that they are hiring someone this late. But writer for the site Knuckles87 brought up that, it's still always possible, like, hey, this might not be for the initial episodes, or it might be for cleanup work, or it could be any number of things. It's also worth noting that Netflix tends to release their episodes in chunks, so it may not necessarily refer to, later chunks that they could be releasing. But yeah, we got some messages from King Sizzle in chat. No, Prime was scheduled for next year, 2022. So this right now, as far as we know, it is currently on the expected schedule. So yeah, and hopefully we find some other stuff out next year in regards to Sonic. There were some rumors swirling around that Paramount might have been releasing a trailer on Thanksgiving. We can sort of confirm now, hey, they didn't. They didn't release a trailer on Thanksgiving. It's still possible they could release one around this time frame, but, you just gotta keep in your head, like, hey, it was a rumor. It was a question of, like, hey, are they implying something? Are they not implying something? You can check out the Twitter thread over on the site to get a sense of, like, how it was presented, but there was no information with confidence, so we ran it as a rumor, and we're glad we do so. Sonic Colors got a new patch for Blind Squirrel, and our own Knuckles87 ran through the changes and did a test of it, so if you happen to have a copy of Sonic Colors Ultimate on any major platform, It should have some improved stability, updates to the game save system, better audio mix. They fixed the credits music, which the credits ran out of music at the end. If you watch the entire massive credit sequence, the credits are longer than the credits music. They also had like a bunch of bugs that they fixed here and there. Knuckles ran through, kind of laid out what he experienced in it. Probably one of the biggest glitches that, other than like the audio glitch, which was significant. One of them was that gravity on enemies wasn't implemented correctly. Rather than the original, in which if a floor suddenly came out from under an enemy, or if they walked off a platform, they would just fall sort of cartoonishly slowly, giving the player time to react. In the original release of Sonic Colors Ultimate, gravity just dropped them straight down like a rock. Now they actually fixed it so that the enemies fall at an appropriate pace. It hasn't fixed everything. There's still some visual glitches. It's still possible that it could soft lock depending on circumstances, but it's nice to know that they have at least addressed some of the issues that people have mentioned. And we've really only got one major news story this week, but it was a big one, and I mean that in the most literal sense. Sonic has returned to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Among a number of floats, Sonic joined, and it was the first in several years, and this time he was brought out of retirement to celebrate the anniversary. So you can check out some of the footage from the balloon flying overhead over on our YouTube. We also got plenty of screen grabs of him traveling through the New York streets. And very pleasant. It's been a while. And that was written, by the way, that was written over by SSF1991, great writer for the site. Always love when he is able to give some coverage. It's turning. The weather's turning. I got flurries in the air. People. Snow is staying on the ground. It is time for winter. And it's also time for some Sonic Lost World. I've got 2 Sonic Lost World songs for you coming up. We're going to start off with Snowball Waltz, the theme of Frozen Factory Zone 2. And we're going to follow that up with... Thank you, over-enthusiastic moderation. We've got Snowball Waltz from Frozen Factory Act 2, and the really nice Dr. Eggman Showdown theme, I believe for the final boss of the game. So let's listen to those, and I'll see you guys on the other side. I kind of like that song. I kind of like that song quite a bit. It's a neat song. It's a cool boss fight song. In the pantheon of Sonic boss fight songs, it's actually pretty cool. So aside from, like, let's jump away from the intense instrumentation of Sonic Lost World, the nice mix of, you know, piano, strings, not oppressive guitar, over to the weird restricted sounds of the Game Boy Advance. Not a system known for its audio output, but, you know, still some good songs in there. And I've got 2 Sonic Advance songs for you tonight. First one's from Sonic Advance 2. I've got Sky Canyon Act 1. We're going to follow that up with Sonic Advance 3's Chow Playground. I'll see you guys on the other side. Hey, welcome back. That was Sky Canyon Act 1 and Chow Playground from Sonic Advance 2 and Sonic Advance 3. We got some conversation here. King Sizzles, Chow Garden is never coming back, is it? I hear so many people, so a lot of people who vocally really miss the Chow Garden, and I think to an extent I get it, and I think to another extent I kind of don't. I think what it comes down to is, if it ever came back, I would want there to be more in the way of actual gameplay mechanics, because a lot of what the Chow Garden was in the original games is it was just this sort of side mode where the little Chow themselves benefited from just items that you would collect in game that you would use to upgrade them. I think what it comes down to for me is I've seen games that have the concept that do it a bit better. Like the biggest problem with the Chow Garden is that throughout the DS era and the Wii era, Nintendo and Ubisoft and 1,000 other very small developers had Chow Garden-like systems that just kind of did it better, like having basically think of Nintendogs and what that game ultimately did, and I kind of look at what a Chow Garden could be as a side mode, and it would be hard to really live up to what the standards might be, but at the same time, like, I hear people saying, but what if you made it for a mobile game? And the thought process I have for that is, but then it has all the other things that a mobile game has that would be the worst thing ever. I don't want to put up with that. Although I say that knowing that there are a lot of other people who, like to put a lot of time into Sonic Forces Speed Battle on mobile, or Sonic Dash, or any of the other mobile Sonic games that are still out there that, I played those. They're fun. They're just not games that I want to spend a whole bunch of time in that I know some people absolutely do. We're going to jump over to a less common Sonic album. Specifically Virtual Sonic. Virtual Sonic was this album in the line of Sega Tunes. It's called Sega Tunes. And I believe specifically it was used to highlight sort of like a Sonic-themed activity or ride or theme park or something back in the 90s. And I'm trying to think of the exact location, which I will look up on a wiki very soon to give you accurate information. But they went to Howard Drawson basically saying, hey, we want music to play for this location. What can you get us? And he made some remixes of a bunch of original tracks and a handful of remixes, most of them from, we'll say, Sonic Spinball, on which he was also involved in the soundtrack for. And that's specifically what we'll be listening to next. We've got Return to the Toxic Caves, a bit of a remix of the Toxic Caves theme from the Genesis version of Sonic Spinball. It's really nice. It's kind of a cool one, and I hope you enjoy. I'll see you on the other side. Hey, we are back, and in that span of time, I had some time to jump over on to Sonic Retro and confirm what I needed to know. The place that this was designed, that these music tracks were designed for, was Sega Virtual Land at the Luxor Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. And yeah, Sega Tunes, as King Sizzle mentioned, was a line of soundtracks that took a similar route to remixing other sort of famous Sega games, including there's one on Vector Man, Comic Zone, Toe Jam and Earl, Panic on Funkatron, and Marvel Comics X-Men 2 Clone Wars. It's a interesting cross-section of, like, hey, this is what Sega thinks is important and what we need to make additional music for at the moment. But it gave us Virtual Sonic, which is a cool soundtrack. Go check it out on YouTube sometime. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. I'm jumping over into weird PC territory. So I had this trilogy is not quite the right word. This 3-pack of Sonic games that were available on PC, and there were a handful of Sonic games that were ported to PC in various ways. Things like Sonic 3D Blast, specifically the Saturn version, and of course Sonic Schoolhouse, which is sort of infamous. But also, the series that I had was the PC version of Sonic R, the PC version of Sonic CD, and there was a PC version of just called Sonic and Knuckles Collection, which included Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and of course, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It was just sort of, we'll say, ports of the Genesis version. I can't remember how well they actually ran, but the thing I most distinctly remember was I never owned a copy of Sonic 3, and I didn't... I've rented it several times, and I always ran into the issue in Carnival Night, where it's like, well, if I'm playing as Sonic or Tails, I don't know what to do whenever I get to the barrel. I've never tried to press up and down and influence its vertical movement. I just tried to jump and make it work. But more specifically, this PC version was the method by which I primarily got to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles back in the day, because I just, not having the game made it impossible otherwise. Had a lot of positive memories of it, but one of the most significant things about it was it didn't use the Genesis music. It didn't use the instrumentation. It didn't use all of the songs. Of course, a lot of that comes down to where you sort of fall in the, what's going on with the whole Michael Jackson involvement in Sonic 3, rights management, licensing, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, as King Sizzle brings up in chat, it was all MIDIs. It was all MIDIs, and I've got 2 MIDIs for you. One of them was a sort of re-recorded version in MIDI of Launch Base Zone Act 1. Interestingly enough, these MIDIs are based off of the pre-release version of Sonic 3 before it got its finalized music. And we're going to follow that up with Endless Mine, the multiplayer track. Short one, but still really good. Those multiplayer music tracks are real good, even if they're short loops. Anyway, here's these 2 songs, and I'll see you on the other side. Like I said, short but sweet. It is 8:30, and that means it's time for us to wrap up for the evening, and I picked a heck of a song for us to wrap up on. I can't remember if I actually used this song last week, but I'm definitely using it tonight. So, we'll say 2 weeks back, I think, was the last time we had a traditional SegaSonic Radio. The way I would describe this song is, it's based on it's sort of a remix of one of my favorite Sonic songs ever. The degree to which I like this Sonic song is that I used it for a decade for my old podcast as its opening theme, and specifically this remix of it was the closing theme for it, and it is from an album that is simply called Sonic the Hedgehog Remix, which was an album of, we'll say, Japanese Sonic CD remixes, officially released, some of which have lyrics. This one certainly has lyrics. It doesn't have lyrics that match the original song's lyrics, but it has lyrics. So, to wrap up for tonight, we're going to listen to Brand New World, a remix of You Can Do Anything, from Sonic CD, Japanese version. As we head out tonight, just want to give you the quick reminder that we are SegaSonic Radio over at sonicstadium.org. We run this show every week, Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, adjust for local. You can catch us over on @SonicStadium on Twitter. We've got a hashtag if you want to message. The best way to message me is to just use the hashtag SegaSonic Radio over on Twitter. And check out our Discord. The URL is up in the top. We've got news coverage over on the site. We've got those message boards that I mentioned several times. And most significantly, we've got other shows here on Twitch. And I've got some new shows that I've got to announce tonight. New shows for a new month. We're going to kick things off to Sunday with the standard SegaSonic Radio. And we are going to add another day in the week of SegaSonic Radio as well. We currently run it on Sundays. We are going to run it on Tuesdays as well. Double almost every Sonic. Reason why we're going to split that up is, there's a lot of games out there. A lot of them are like, hey, this is a crossover or this is a mobile game. So we're going to try to sort of play one game on one set of the weeks and dedicate another game to another day of the week. We've also got a new series that's coming up that I will be starting on Thursdays, and it is called Winter Wonder World. And it bears a name with a certain, we'll say, controversial game that is tangentially related to the Sonic series. I am going to play as much of Balan Wonder World as I feel that I am able. I am hoping to 100%. I cannot promise 100%. But yeah, we're going to play through it, and we're going to have discussions on the internet and sort of look at what that game is and go through it. Not play the game and be like, lol, look how bad, lol. There might be some of that. There might be a little bit of that, but it's not the spirit I'm coming into it with. It's primarily going to be, this is a weird thing. I just need to know. I just need to know. I just need to play, and I just need to know. And I got it cheap, so yay. So check out that starting in December. Again, just check over on the Twitter. I will let you know whenever we're going live, or give us a follow using the little heart button And it'll let you know whenever we are going live with a show. And with that, hey, we're wrapping up tonight. So here is Brand New World from Sonic the Hedgehog Remix, and until next week, we are up, over, and gone. Peace out, everyone. I should not be trusted with gifts. I should not be allowed to have access to gifts. I should not. Peace, everyone.